Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Wow.
That shit's
Sweet Life of Zack and
mid.
Cody was peak fiction.
Yeah, peak for who? I was out here watching Dragon Ball Z still.
Watch your mouth. I was doing that too.
Watch
and then my
your
dad was making
profanity.
fun of me because friggin' we weren't watching it. The friggin' scene he walked into was when they were doing the friggin' sword dance and they were going like, sword come up the ground. And he's like, what the hell is this? Yes, yeah. Excuse me. Welcome back to Weeb Gamer, the podcast where we talk about everything to do with Weebs, gamers, and podcasts, anything else, and anime and video games and other stuff out of order, whatever. Bro, this is fucking episode 3.
Oh, we
We've done this long
swore!
enough.
We swore! No.
Oh.
Actually,
I'll bleep it. I'll bleep it. I'll bleep it.
Okay,
I'll bleep it. I'll bleep it. I'll bleep it. I'm not restarting.
Yeah, I'm a bad man, bro.
you're the one who told us too.
I
know. That was bad.
That was
Okay,
good.
so what I meant to say was, it's episode 50. You guys know already.
Shit.
You should know by now.
Shit.
Okay?
Wow, I didn't even know
You
that.
can't do that in the first minute.
What?
I don't know.
It was just sheesh. I wasn't. If I flip this, then you know what I mean. If I flip it, then it gets bad. But we're fine.
Hey, I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know what the kids are up to. I just live my life and do my thing.
The kids? Oh yeah.
Living
Right,
my life, doing my thing. Hey.
Hey.
Anyways, this week in video gaming news, we have Horizon Forbidden West coming out tomorrow.
Let's
I'm
go.
amped. You should be amped. Looks great. Good
Oh, yeah.
reviews.
All
I
is
just
amped.
wanted to
Can't
mention
wait.
that. Discovered this week that my brother bought Arceus, so now I know for sure I don't
mean
have to
Arceus?
do it. I just gotta wait.
Yeah,
until
I was gonna
he's
say
done.
what's Arceus?
Yeah, what's Arceus?
Arceus.
Oh, Arceus sucking this. Okay.
no.
Oh my God.
It's been a minute. It's been a
so
minute.
my
We're
brother got it, so now I don't have to buy it because I just wait till he's done and
Really?
then take it from him.
Well,
Like
give it to me
that.
too.
Now you can
Actually,
eat.
My brother has it
my-
too, so I could just steal it from him.
Yeah, do the same thing, you
Yeah.
snake.
I mean,
Although
I mean,
Sarah
it's not-
has my,
Snake bird.
she has my
You
Switch
bird
right now,
snake?
so
And Alan, your girlfriend has it, so don't.
Yeah,
even
she's
lie that
pretty much
she
almost
doesn't
done the game, man.
she's
So-
streaming it.
have it. Exactly.
She
No,
quit
no,
streaming it?
no. That's a grindy game. She doesn't like to do grindy games. It's fun though. It looks cool. It looks cool. I like it.
Now it's fun as Pokemon Snap, though, right, Alan?
No, hell no. Absolutely.
There you
Yeah, no. It's not. It's not.
When was the last time you turned that game on?
Me?
When was the last time you shut up?
I showed it to Sarah on the weekend, and she was playing it for like an hour after roasting on it, saying how stupid of a game it probably is going to be. I hear her saying, "Oh, I beat your score like 50 times while I'm cooking in the background."
Hold on. Okay, I have two things. First of all, she called it boring. Haha. She lied to herself. How the? And the second thing, how the frig did she beat your score? You loser.
Okay, that was my old file, so like there were so many things I hadn't take like good pictures of
Nah,
yet. So.
that's excuses. Ain't nobody beating my
nah.
score.
Making excuses.
Maybe she
Yo,
was
I got
natural.
Gyarados doing like a 360 kickflip fucking picture. All right, you can't beat that.
It's okay. I think we passed a minute. You can say your.
I was gonna say I got you. You heard the stutter, right? I can't control myself. Anyway, how you guys feeling today? I'm all right. I'm doing well. Nothing special. Andre, how you feeling?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to do that about all that stuff. I'm tired and I watched Platinum and I'm really on that kid's side right now. Like there's this one fat man in the crowd who's like, yo, he's got a good ass idea. And I'm like, he does have a good ass idea.
Not bad.
I mean, come on, we'll get to that later, but that's how life is going right now. How about you, Sean?
Man, I feel like I haven't done anything, but like at the same time, I'm so busy, and I'm like, why am I busy? Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm busy, but like from like work and shit, and that's not the kind of shit I'm gonna be busy for.
So let me get this straight. We're all having fucking midlife
like,
crisis.
Did I even watch any anime this week? Like I did, but I feel like I didn't.
Oh,
And I'm
boy.
just like
Honestly,
sad.
I just watched AOT before this podcast because
Yeah.
I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about, and I'm just like, what even happened?
Right?
I was
Like, not
I don't even remember.
all
I
these
didn't remember
episodes
at all.
are in sync in terms of like how much is happening, and this week we just got shit on with nothing, pretty much. Like I don't have that
it's
much to talk
pretty
about,
consistently
honestly.
nothing.
Yeah.
That's why I said we could have finally talked about
I
Reigns of
know,
Kings.
but
We
I
could
didn't
have
even watch
finally
it.
done it.
I'm
Listen,
like 3 episodes behind.
as core head manager of the podcast, you needed to watch them early, Andre, and you need to be like, Alan, content ass. We need to watch. You need to catch up on Boji. All right.
Yeah,
I know there's a lot. I know. Listen,
Boji
there's a
came
lot
out today.
No, I'm saying I'm not caught up like in like couple episodes, man. Not just 2
Yeah.
episodes.
I know.
not
That's
just-
why we did. That's why we decided not to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know.
Both.
But I'm saying what I'm saying was as core head manager, because Sean has a lot on his plate with the
Wait. Can I
podcast.
be the assistant manager?
No, I don't want to put anything on your plate. You
I
have
want to
so
be the
much
ass
to
man.
do.
Come on.
No,
I just want to be called
This
ass
guy's
man.
this guy's still watching fucking 16, bro, on Teletoon.
oh my God.
He gets it. He gets it. Nikki,
What is
right?
that?
Yeah.
What is that?
Nikki.
When she got promoted to assistant manager
Yeah.
of
Oh my
her shoe
God.
store, and then it said ass man, and they
Mm-hmm.
were making fun of it. And I'm just thinking about this. This is a Teletoon show that just consistently said ass man.
I know.
Just
Yeah,
like
what the
over
heck?
and over.
What a great
again.
show.
Fuck.
Such a good show. They don't make him like that anymore, you know?
I guess they don't, eh?
They do not.
Kids don't know what we had back then.
They don't,
They-
and they're probably better for it. To be honest with you.
They don't have ass man to throw around though. I mean, all right, continue. Sorry.
Now
I'm-
they're fighting. Now they're
No, I'm
fighting
good.
political.
I don't even know what I was saying.
unrest
You know me. I'm like,
Injustice.
Injustice.
Listen, I was fighting. I was trying to figure out what's going on in 16 and Total Drama Island, and these kids are fighting
Yeah.
political injustice.
Okay,
So, like, we
the
had
worst-
different lives, bro.
The worst these kids
You
have to go
aren't-
through is that they have to do school from home. Like, are you kidding me? I would have killed for that back then.
I know.
Are you
We begged
crazy?
for that.
These kids are out here protesting things.
I didn't see
I'm-
no kids protesting.
Yeah, there was no.
Not
there was
the
no
current,
kids.
not the current one. The other
There was.
ones from
There was.
before.
There was only
The
three
other
categories.
ones.
There was only 3 categories in that protest. Old,
Beard, bald, and old.
Yes. And like semi
Hey, we
some
don't-
immigrant. Like we have some immigrant in there, which is good.
Yes, there was a few.
There was a few like 3.
Well, they all better
us-
have their bank account seized.
Yo,
They're
us
frozen.
immigrants, we don't like the cold, man. Leave us alone, man.
I don't like the cold, and
Yeah,
I was born
thank you.
here. So, and
I mean,
play
you're
hockey.
technically an immigrant. You're technically an immigrant, like your family. Is.
I'm half immigrant.
Yeah,
There you
but
go.
they abandoned you. They're abandoned. You're getting fully abandoned.
Yeah.
So- you may be half immigrant, but you're getting
Yeah.
fully abandoned.
Plus,
so
white
it's,
immigrant is
uh,
different.
fine.
It's like nobody considers you immigrant if you're white. It's right.
I mean, that's true. That's just because you can pass.
They're like
it.
you
If
technically
came in-
immigrant, but you're
if
not.
your name was
worse
just
off
like-
for it.
Like
If you
Jean,
came in,
like
your name
Jean.
was Leprechaun. If you came in with your name was just Leprechaun Shamrock, then they would treat you different. You know what I mean?
They call me Leprechaun Sean. Actually.
All right, guys. If you haven't noticed, we talk about everything, but what we really want to talk about is some gaming
We
news, which we
started
talked
that.
about. I know, but we gotta get back on track. Gotta get back on
Okay,
track.
okay. The anime news this week.
Yes.
This is like not just about this week. Some last week also because we
Oh,
didn't really
shit.
talk about it. One, Jujutsu Kaisen confirmed season 2 for 2023. It's gonna be amped. This is as a manga reader, I will say this is probably the best arc
Oh,
Really?
that exists. Yeah. What else is there?
Oh yeah, I read it too. Never mind. You're right.
I was gonna say I'm the one that hasn't read it. I should say what?
Yeah, man. Mappa's taking over Vinland Saga, and
those workers are out there like, well, I can't see my family for another 10 years.
People have been
Oh, yeah.
making jokes about them constantly until it got real. It got
Oh,
real this
man.
last week, or one is like it's been 3 days. I just got home.
And now they have Vinland too.
Oh my God! Wait, so a worker actually said that?
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
he said
Oh,
I finally get to go home after 3 days or something like he told
But
me.
you know,
Shit, man.
but you know what I think? You know what I think it is? I feel like you can complain all you want, but then the whoever the director or whatever is gonna be like, all right, if you don't want to be here, just leave, and you're gonna be like,
And that's
nah,
the issue.
I-
But that's
I
why
wanna-
crunch
I wanna be
exists.
here.
That's why crunch exists in the video game space too. Because like all these people want to be like programmers and stuff, and they're like, we got to crunch. You're staying here for a week at a time. And then they're like, we don't want to. Then they're like, okay, leave.
Yeah, someone
And
else
they
will
get
fill
another
that.
one.
Fill it.
Yeah,
Right?
we're
Because
disposable.
it's such like
Yeah.
a niche like niche field that like people it's like hard to get in, so they always have people
Yeah,
like waiting
exactly.
in the wings to do it, right? So that's the issue. Anyways, we don't have to talk about politics and
Yeah, we were very
unionization.
political. Very,
All
very
I
political.
wanted to say was that they're taking it up. Basically, the reason that I've heard speculated is because Wit has, I think, 3 projects. They have that movie Bubble. They have they're just
true.
finishing up Ranking of Kings. They have Spy Family. They're doing, I think.
Yeah.
Don't know that one.
So basically, they have a healthy amount of people do projects that they need to finish. So they're like, hey, maybe let's not take more because we can't do more. And also they're like less than half the size of Mappa. That's also another. But
fair.
Yeah, so that's what I've heard speculated upon and why they probably gave it up. But the people also think that it's not going to be like a AOT versus like season 3 versus season 4 thing. It's going to kind of be like a lot of people have been retained or some shit. I don't know what he said, but basically it should look pretty similar to the first season, which I hope so because that was great. And
yeah,
it was
good.
season.
That was a good season.
With the ending of Demon Slayer season 3 has been announced.
Oh my god.
No date at all.
What do you think? You guys able to make any assumptions based on those picks? Those what is it? Just poster picks, kind of.
So basically, what I'm getting the based on the internet, like we're getting dangerously close to My Dress Up Darling. Like the longer this anime goes on.
You mean in terms of quality?
No, in terms of content.
According to a certain type of quality, sure. Sure.
Well, according to these lists.
Hold on a second. Let's back it up a few seconds. I have not watched Darling, obviously. But why?
Sure, really?
No, seriously, I haven't. But why? Actually, watch first episode. Watch first episode.
If he's had time for Darling, he would watch Boji. Like.
That's right. No, seriously, that's honestly true. Why are we bashing the #1 consistent anime every week?
I'm not bashing it. I'm honestly not bashing the anime. It could be amazing.
I don't understand how it's possible. For it to be
listen.
good.
Character? No, like I mean, like
Sean's
they could
like,
have
I don't
amazing characters, amazing relationships. It could have all of that. I just haven't watched it.
4 episodes or some shit.
Amazing characters.
It could be great. Okay, I just don't want to be the one that's gonna bash something I haven't seen. All I'm saying is there's a very prominent aspect of that show that keeps getting shoved on my face through the social medias.
Oh yeah,
it gives me a certain impression.
Is
so
it etchy?
When hey, we don't use those words here. Can you please? Like,
is there actually something I can't say?
You have to be. Hey,
I don't even know.
We don't use those words.
I don't know. I don't know what you said. What did you say?
Yo, guys. Do you want to start this podcast over from the beginning? I don't think we did. We're only 15 minutes in. We don't want to have to redo it.
Can you not say that?
Did he say the E word?
Yeah.
No, you can say that,
bro. That's crazy. I'm joking. You can.
You scared me, man.
I'm just messing with you.
I don't
Sean's
know.
out here getting canceled.
We can say literally whatever we want, man. That's between you and your boss.
Just not the.
I was gonna say you just get it. Sean gets a text from his boss right now saying like, you're done.
Just hope we're big enough. Just hope we're big enough by the time he sees it that it doesn't matter. What are you talking about, bro? Talking about small enough, big enough, you psycho. Anyways, so it looks like he's gonna do that one guy that I don't. He's like the least memorable one.
Wait, what are you talking
about? The next arc of Demon Slayer. The one
yeah.
There's the love girl. There's the love girl, and then the one guy that's like the least. Is he the one that doesn't talk?
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Or does he whisper or something? There's something weird.
Yeah, he's very quiet.
He's very quiet because he goes with the wind, you know? He goes with the wind. Listen, he's gonna be a Zenitsu effect. He's gonna be very meek, but then he's gonna be like crazy. I feel like he's crazy strong. Cause look, okay, are we talking about Demon Slayer?
I don't trust it anymore. After Uzui, I don't trust anyone strong. And the fact that this guy was mad excited, he's like, oh my god, we killed one. We killed the upper demon. Oh Jesus, oh my god. And he was so amped about it. This guy was coughing up a lung and still like, yo,
wait, are we talking about it yet?
We killed the weakest thing. Yay, you brought us into it. Okay, quick recap. So
Thank you.
They beheaded everybody. In Demon Slayer, spoilers. Woo!
Everyone's dead.
Be careful. No, so they beheaded the 2 demons in the end of last episode that exploded. The explosion did 0 things and everyone was completely fine.
Right.
And then Nezuko ran around freeing everyone of poison. Tengen's like, yo, I gotta quit. And then the snake dude's like, no, you can't. And he's like, but I need to. And he's like, listen, dog, like we lost one. Like if you quit, it's gonna be an issue. So you can't quit. And then he's just like, well, too bad, dog. And then Nezuko went around healing everyone with fire. Did I say that already?
Yeah, you did.
And then they found their heads. And then they were yelling at each other because they're like, yo, you're a trash ass sister. And he's like, you're a trash ass brother. Then we got a sad ass backstory about how he was ugly and she was beautiful, but then she stabbed someone in the eye because she's crazy. And then they had to fight for their lives. They burned her sister alive. Then he stabbed some lady in the face, and then some random demon who's apparently named is Doma or something, according to the socials. I don't know. Yeah, Doma. But anyways, he came in. He has a sexy ass voice, and he's like, "I'm gonna make you a demon," and they're like, "Aight." And then that guy. Woo! And then they come demons, and then after all of this reflection on life, friggin' Scythe Man learns 0 things, and he's just like, thinking about all of this and all my life flashing before my eyes. Fuck you, sister. I'm leaving by myself. Yes. And then she's like, don't leave me. And he's like, you're an idiot, but I'll carry you. And then they walk into fire. And then
into hell. They
heads disappear, and everyone's like, we win. And then friggin' scarred blind man is super happy while he's coughing up a lung. He's like, things are about to change. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. We're going to win. And we're going to finally kill my cousin or son or something. I think it's a son or his cousin or something, who was Muzan. Interesting.
Muzan's been alive for like 1,000 years, man.
Dun, dun, dun. Major twist. Major twist. And then, that's it. That's how it ends.
Nice.
Oh, wait. What? And then the 3 of them, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke hug, and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe you're alive. I'm so happy you're alive. And Nezuko's just there because she's Nezuko, and she's there. All right, done. Now we're done.
All right, so that was the recap, right? That's the recap. Good. Oh, I don't know why I said recap. That was the season.
That was the recap, and if you really think about the recap, I think it might have been the recap.
It was a pretty good recap.
So when we're recapping, we have to make sure we recap, you know?
Do you know we should also make sure we do spoiler warnings when we recap, because
I said that before.
He did.
Did
I did.
Honestly, no, Sean, listen.
I did say that before.
If you're gonna go watch podcasts
when you're making your
weekly,
clips this week, make sure you check it. I did.
Yeah, if you're gonna go watch if you're gonna go watch a podcast full of anime weeklies and you get spoiled on something, that's on you, man. That's on you as the viewer, all right? Okay.
Hey,
anyway.
Man, all I'm saying is we have like 4 consistent ones, so the rest of them might not know exactly what our pod is. So we should do that.
We say it in the beginning. We say it. I know. That's what I said.
We watch at the beginning. They just skip to the middle.
Yeah, if we have timestamps.
Is that what you do when you listen to podcasts?
No, it's not podcasts that he does that on.
No, I go to the timestamps and then
I was supposed to be doing the
That was a good one. I have no response to that. It was too good.
Sheesh. Sean will do it. Don't worry. He doesn't have a lot on his plate. Okay. What I thought about the episode, honestly, it's kind of underwhelming. But I think I liked it. I liked the characters. The thing is, I liked the demons a lot more this episode because I understood them a little better. And last week, you guys helped me with that, right? You guys are like, yeah, Deku. That's fun. That's not this anime. Tanjiro. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't read it. Tanjiro and Gaitaru or whatever. They're very, very similar. Gaitaru, whatever. They're very similar in many ways. And you guys were telling me, like, I remember I was like pissed because Tanjiro wouldn't cut off his head because like Daki was screaming, and you were like, well, Tanjiro remembers like this could have been them, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know what, that makes sense. So thinking about that, watching this episode, yeah, totally. The parallels are crazy. Like. Seeing their backstory, so Gaitaru when he was younger, very, whatever, ugly, but also just had his sister or only had family. That's all he really cared about at the end of it. He left home. Tanjiro left home to go get some coal. When Tanjiro gets back, sister is dead. And you kind of almost see like the two paths. Like Tanjiro went the path of like good, and then Gaitaru or Gaitaru or whatever went the path of like I hate everyone. So very, 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 very parallel in that sense. And like I guess Tanjiro also like thought of that as well, because he's like last episode, the episode before, he was like, yeah, that could have been us, and whatever if things went differently. But I felt for it. But I have to ask you guys something. A lot of people on the internet said this made them cry. Is their backstory crying material? Not right. Like not really. If anything, like for me,
scheme of anime, I've seen.
No. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like it's very. I'm desensitized to it, but it is sad. I'm not gonna say it's not sad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's sad.
And like now we get a better understanding of why Daki hated being what do you call it, burned by Nezuko, because that's how she died. And
basically her. Yeah.
Right, and I'm just like, oh, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, man. And remember when she freaked out about her face, because like that's literally the only value she had was like her beauty and shit. And like so when she scarred her face, it kind of like freaked her out.
Yeah.
You mean when she kicked her head off? Like exploded the back of her head
no,
her face?
No, not even that one. It was like when Nezuko burned her. Remember her like half her face was burnt and she freaked out about it. But also that when she kicked half her face off. It's like Nezuko low-key knew that she was self-conscious about her face and just kept going for it.
Fucking kicked it every.
She's like stomping on her head.
Yeah, literally. Crazy.
Yeah, what are you saying, Alan?
Oh, I was just saying like I don't know, like these ones. I don't know. As we get more and more into the show, it's becoming like very, very not. It is kind of generic still, but like we're getting a sense of like there's good in the bad and there's bad in the good. Because from like I don't know, again from Tanjiro's standpoint, when he has to attack someone and he has no choice to do it, he like gets kind of evil in the sense. I don't know, like he kind of loses conscious of like his moral compass or whatever maybe. But I feel like that there's symbolism there with like, you know, the bad guys being a little bit good and then the good guys being a little bit bad. And not too crazily, but just something.
Yeah, it's like the juxtaposition where like no one's 100% good, no one's 100% bad kind of thing. And it's literally the circumstances that these people were dealt and then they were given a way out. And whereas Tanjiro was given the way out through the Demon Slayer,
right?
The person who found Gyotaro was a demon. Yeah, like I feel like if they're in the exact same situation, if a demon found Tanjiro and told him all the things, then
like in the moment, Tanjiro right? Like when his Nezuko was dead,
like maybe Tanjiro goes to the demon side instead. So I feel like a lot of parallels in that sense, and it did kind of like an interesting thing that I think about Demon Slayer that makes it different from like other shonen anime. Right. It's not Naruto talk no jutsu. Right? Yeah. We have the juxtaposition where we're like, listen, these bad guys aren't bad per se. They've been dealt a healthy hand, and Tanjiro can sympathize by that. But his solution for that thing is you guys have gone basically too far. And like he even says it. He's like literally he friggin' says, hey guys, don't fight because everyone else in this world's gonna hate you. You guys are pieces of shit. Yeah. You have no one else but you, so you might as well like each other. Yeah, I like that too. Right? I like that too. Yeah. So basically that's what he was saying. And then their solution, everyone is like, I don't want you to suffer like this anymore. I need to kill you. Yeah. Naruto's solution is I don't want you to suffer like this anymore. Let's hug it out. Let's have a long conversation and do that, right? So that's like, I've kind of noticed in like, it even happened in Jujutsu recently at the end where like he like sympathized with the brothers, but he's like literally said sorry still and punched out his guts. A hole through his right? So I'm like I like that in the sense where like too. Like there is a point of no return still, and there's still like, even though you can sympathize with why they got to a certain point, they can still realize that what you've done is still unforgivable. Like I'm not gonna you murdered my friend. I'm not gonna just be like exactly. Yeah, but your life was bad, so it's okay. It's okay. Like, it's more like it sucks we're both in this situation here, but like I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do. Yeah. That's what it is. So which I like better.
And something I liked a lot about this episode is like the demons themselves. We saw the backstory of Gyotaro and Daki, but like. What I liked about Gyotaro is like he's just talking about how he was basically made to be a demon. Like even before he was a demon, he felt like a demon kind of because of how he looked and how he like behaved. We saw the Oiron or whatever she was,
like how he was treated too, right?
Yeah, and she mentioned that he like was going even too harsh on the customers, like beating them half to death to collect the money and stuff. And he even admitted himself, he's like, hey, like in every lifetime I'm going to be born, I want to be like a demon because that's like me. And it just reminds me of like him being just like, hey, like I'm evil, and someone being just like, well, why not good? And he's like, I like evil. Like that's his thing, you know? And I mean, we see stuff from the other demons where we see their sad. Happens every other episode. I know. Literally. Always knock over the mic. We see other demons who come from a very sad like past, but they were good, and that it just turned out that when they became demons, they became evil. But I like having the core essence of the demon being just rotten as well. Like so some demons are just evil, and they always were evil, even when they are human. And so there's sometimes sad backstories like in this case, but like he was never really a good person, you know. Even he cared for his sister, but as a person, he never was really good. He was kind of like more suited to be a demon, and he needed his head chopped off, and that's what happened. So,
it just yeah, no, but like that is all said and done. When that's all said and done, sorry, that is only the reason. Like the reason why he says that is because his life honestly did suck. Like his mom was like, you know, where he was born, what his mom did as a job, but also like how she treated him. You can easily see why. Yes, every like 10 out of 10 times, he would say that. You'd be like, yeah, I want to be a demon. However, again, the parallel between Tanjiro's family was loving. Tanjiro had brothers and sisters that he cared for just as much as they cared for him. And Tanjiro honestly had never been put in a situation like that where like, you know, like it was crazy bad. Like, and he even knew that from the movie. Like, remember when he was like, his parents were like, oh, it's your fault that your sister's dead. And he's like, yeah, my family would never say this. And he like kills himself knowing this is not real reality. Again, just the parallel there. I feel like Garitaro, if he had like Andre said, if someone picked him up that had good intentions for him, like the Hashira or whatever, anyone, it would have been fine. Like he would actually turn out to be okay.
He's definitely the product of his environment. But I still like that they kind of showed that he was like bad. Like so that's the reason. What
I like is that it wasn't like his environment didn't say, "Oh, I want to be a demon." His environment said, I need to do this shit to survive.
Yeah, exactly.
So thing, and then the demon said, "Hey, you can keep doing this kind of thing, but now you don't get sick anymore." And he's like, "Well, if I already have to live this life, and my sister can come back alive because she's burnt to a crisp, it's not like it's not like I'm gonna bring her to a hospital and they're gonna fix her, bro." You know?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, she's basically Armin at this point. So.
Oh no, too soon, Andre.
Yeah.
Hey boy, what's his face? Friggin' bald man said it straight to his face, bro. Like we'll get there. Anyways,
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so I like that him as a demon is him as a human, but at the same time, it's kind of like saying how like different circumstances can turn humans into such and such demons, even if they're not physically demons. They're like have these demon personalities because they're doing bad things in order to survive. Yeah, he has something he needs to protect. Yeah. And the only way he can protect them, I'm good at fighting, I'm good at nothing else. Yeah. So the only thing, this is how I make money. That's when, if you can give me, if the UFC was a thing back in there, then maybe he'd be there and then he wouldn't be, and then he'd be a good guy, you know? You never know.
For sure.
That's all he could do right now.
Yeah. And I also like that, I mean, he found ways to survive, but also like started to enjoy his work and have pride in his like abilities. Like he was proud that he was strong. He was proud. Yeah, he was ugly. Yeah, like he found pride in it, and he was just a man who was good at his work. Like that's what he was.
Yeah. No, it's true. And what was I gonna say? We were talking about right before the podcast. We were talking about like circumstances that we may have. Andre brought up a pretty good point about like friends and all that. But you know, it's true. Like anyone can become a demon. Depending on the circumstances. And Andre's demon time was the devil horn with the smile. Andre was going crazy. But
how is that related, bro?
It's not. But I just need to say it because that's the only thing that pops into my head. But also, we end off the episode with a very, very high budgeted fire. Right, lots of fire, which is beautiful. Yeah. We love that. The thing is, though. No. We get put with a choice, or we didn't get put with it. They had to make a choice, and Daki. I didn't understand it because I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is there this purgatory where they're talking to each other and there's fire one way and light the other? And I'm like, oh, Daki has a choice. Like Daki actually has a choice. She can because technically she didn't do anything wrong, maybe, right? In her life, I guess, according to their God. I don't know if it's God, but it's kind of cool. Like you saw her with the dilemma of like right before she died, she was like, I hate you. And then as soon as she gets the chance to like, you know, be free or go with her brother to hell, she'd rather pick sticking with her brother. And I respect that. You know what? I actually respect that. Yeah. For me, what they could have done better.
Regretted that choice 100 years.
I was gonna say as soon as that fire hit her foot, she was like, hell no, I'm going to heaven.
Again.
What I was gonna say is that I I feel what the fuck? I feel like Gayataru should have been like, no, I'm not gonna let you. You know, like,
And just, like,
I spent my whole life protecting you, and this is
that why he tried to be like?
I think so.
I don't care about you. Is that why?
Yeah,
well,
he tried to make her go the other way.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Because he noticed that she was in her like human form again, and he was like, "Oh, you must have."
Oh
a
yeah,
choice.
yeah, you're right. Oh my god, I didn't even know.
Because he still has his demon form, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
So I like that. Oh, sorry. I didn't like that. I wish he would have been like, no, my whole life I've been trying to protect you, and like, this is where I can actually redeem myself and do that properly with no ill intent or whatever. I don't know, but that would have been cool to see. But it was a great episode. I like how now there is a choice of, or like there's a space for them to go to heaven.
Yeah, and that was why he kind of why he said like, like he was trying to imagine a life that she would have had if he wasn't like with her, because he taught her all these things, and maybe it wasn't the right things for like her situation. It worked for him, but wasn't really a good plan for her to stab someone's eye out.
Why did she do that? Did it say?
You probably just tried to
to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the whole point of her going there?
That's what. But I don't know.
Maybe she's having enough of it. Maybe the guy stank. You know.
I have no idea. Anyways,
Andre, baby.
So he's thinking like, oh, she could have had like such a good life if I wasn't around, and if she had just not done this thing that kind of like taught her to do, then like she could have gone to the light in like both her life and her afterlife. But
but I mean that's kind of like a skewed like outlook on it, because I mean she was being forced in this position to do things where like I don't feel like she was like, oh, this is what I want to do in my life. This is
and plus she probably would have died long before.
And then he basically said if she shut up and just freaking let these men do whatever, then she would have been a good life. Yo, what was her issue, dog? Why are you stabbing man's eyes out? Messed the whole thing up, right?
Yeah, I guess. You're right.
But like, so it's kind of like rough because she's kind of stuck between like a rock and a hard place where it's like, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. You stab a good man, you get burned alive. You don't, you get friggin' fondled your whole life, babe, pretty much, right?
Pretty much.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
what would you guys have done? No, I was kidding.
Oh my god.
Who was I?
Let's go, Docky. If you were Docky, would you have stabbed that guy?
Depends who the name is. Hey, calling. I'll call back to our conversation before the pod. Depends who the guy is.
Oh my god.
Yo, if that guy was rolling up in the Cadillac wagon with 3 horses, Andre's letting it happen. Basically, is what he's saying.
No. It's not even that. Like
only 3 horses, Andre.
That gives you some points, but then there needs to be, hey, bro. Like once you step out of the wagon, I need to like.
you need to chill.
I'll call visual. There needs to be a visual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a.
Andre said, "I'll send you the pigeon. Don't bother sending me one."
I have to say, I wanted one more scene from this episode.
I was gonna ask you because a lot of people were pissed.
And I saw it. I know. I saw a meme where like this girl was watching it and she saw like Azaka in the realm where they're like summoned by Muzan. And she's just like she's like scrolling through the rest of the episode, like looking for the scene, and she's like, like just screaming because it's not there. And I felt the same way. I was like, no, I want that one more scene.
Like, did they pass the scene or?
No, it's going to happen at the beginning of the next season. But it would have been such a good like ender.
The next movie.
Would have been such a good. No.
Yeah, the next movie they have to do again. No, they announced season 3 already.
Yeah. No, just joking.
If they had put that scene in, it would have given the next season so much hype. Like.
Why didn't they? Do you have any reason why they didn't?
Probably just running out of time. I don't know. That's all.
Running out of time, brother. They said 45-minute episode. It was 32 minutes.
Yeah, what was that?
Hey, it's 45 minutes. You forget there's commercials and shit.
I don't give a fuck about. What? So you're telling me there was 30 minutes of commercials? 30 minutes.
Have you watched? Okay, go
it's been a
any
while.
Streaming platform. Go watch like freaking Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Episodes are like freaking 16 minutes long, bro.
Yeah, you know why? That's because you're watching.
Hour, it's all freaking commercials.
It's because you're watching mid. Who's watching Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
Wow.
That shit's
Sweet Life of
mid.
Zack and Cody was peak fiction.
Yeah, peak for who? I was out here watching Dragon Ball Z still.
Watch your mouth. I was doing that too. And then my dad was making fun of me because freaking we weren't watching it. The freaking scene he walked into was when they were doing the freaking sword dance, and they were going like, "Sword, come up the ground." And he's like, "What the hell is this?"
That's
I was
crazy.
kind of like ruined by laugh tracks when I was young, so it was hard for me to watch anything with laugh tracks after that point.
Oh, you didn't like laugh tracks? I don't even notice them.
What the hell's laugh tracks?
It's like what
the fake
Big
laughter
Bang.
when they make like a joke and then you
Big
hear
Bang
Oh,
Theory. It's like 80% of Big Bang Theory. Think of that.
Oh God.
Well, hey, a lot of people hate Big Bang Theory.
I do.
I like it. A lot of people.
I only hate it because of the laugh track. I don't even know like what they talk about or what it's about.
Like I don't even notice laugh tracks. So hey, it is what it is. Bro.
Lucky.
It is what it is.
The only thing I can tolerate it in is Everyone Loves Raymond. That's it. Only
Oh, that great show. Honestly, you guys never watched Everyone Loves Raymond? Yeah, it's such a good show. It's old humor, but it's funny. They push boundaries even for back then.
Wow. Even for back then.
Oh my God.
Even for back
then. Anyways, can we talk about the various trash ass things
Uh-oh.
that
Oh,
happened in this episode? Like
what?
the whole entire cliffhanger. Oh my God, everything exploded. Oh no.
Oh yeah, that was
What happened to everyone? Nobody is even the slightest bit damaged from this happening.
No.
What was the point?
even Tengen was fine.
Yeah. What do you guys think about him? not
Tengen
dying?
was right there and had
Tengen was
zero other
on
injuries.
top of the dude. Like literally, should have died, or at least more.
Yeah.
His
Just
legs
fine.
come off, so he could be
His
like
other arm.
a living hot pocket. Basically, he should have been
Oh
a
my
living
God.
hot pocket. All right, but I'm glad he wasn't.
Literally
Yeah, that's
Literally
actually something good. It's weird.
No repercussions at all for this whole thing.
There really wasn't, was there? Like
No.
even
And
Inosuke had some bullshit plot armor aspel of I can move my heart over here. And
Nah,
then,
chill. I
No,
can do that
that
too.
was before. That was sick.
Yeah, you're right.
I will say this. A lot of people say Demon Slayer is... I talked to Machi and he was saying Demon Slayer is so predictable. I was like, I bet you didn't predict friggin' Inosuke coming back saying he can move his heart out the way, did you?
Alan
Bet you
did.
didn't predict that.
Alan did apparently somehow.
It's just when you're in my head, everything is possible, and sometimes the creator also goes with, "We should make this possible, or else
Yeah.
Inosuke's dead."
Yeah,
No, you're
and
right
then
though. How
even Zenitsu didn't get hurt. Like at first I was like, oh, his legs got messed up, but then I
Yeah.
remembered that he said his legs were messed up from the movie used beforehand.
Yeah.
So that wasn't even that. So I don't know.
Yo, how
Yeah,
did you
that was
like that?
funny. Oh my
How'd you
God.
like the entrance of old Zenitsu? They call
That was
Andre?
so
How'd you-
funny.
Did you miss him?
Tanjiro!
Did you miss him? I missed him, dude. I love that guy. I don't know why you hate him so much. I love him.
Andre.
What?
So
Why
good.
am I like
I told you we had this talk. The only part of him that I liked
Can't do it.
was
Say it.
him
His
Unconscious.
with Tengen.
Oh.
No, his communication with Tengen was the only part that was funny. Too.
Oh, and he like roasted him, like internally.
Yeah, when he's like, no, when he was just pissed all the time
Oh.
because he had 3 wives and he was like all that part. That was the only part that I liked about Zenitsu.
Yeah, he had that in common with Gyutaro. Gyutaro was also like, yo, actually.
Wait a
It's like
minute.
his main motivator for wanting to kill him the entire time.
My also that I sent you guys a picture of her, but like she was really funny. She was annoying as fuck this episode.
Oh my
'cause
God.
she kept
That was
whining,
funny
but like
too. That was
it
so
was
funny.
funny as hell. It was honestly funny
He's just
after
like
the fact.
dying, and he's like, I
He's like,
actually
yo.
seriously can't say my last words.
am I actually not gonna be able to talk? Like what the fuck? It was really good.
Oh my god, man. Yeah. Hey, man. What was it? I watched this thing that said the symbol for loud and then the symbol for wife is just loud 3 times.
Oh my God.
Oh really?
In Japanese, apparently.
Actually?
Okay, hey, if TikTok tells me the answers to things, then that's what TikTok told me.
I like that.
I don't want to say, but all I'm saying is if loud 3 times, then I just pictured all 3 of friggin' Tengen's
The wives.
wives.
I like their dynamic though. You got like the calm one, which is like the one with the ponytail, and then you have like the aggressive one. It's like our 3 main characters, right?
Yeah.
Like we said
It's
before.
it's literally the most stereotypical anime like trio like of all
Yeah.
time.
And then you have the one who thought it was a good idea to poison herself so she wouldn't get caught or something. Like, what was that
do
plan?
that?
Remember she poisoned herself?
Yeah, why'd she do that?
Remember? Yeah, I don't
know.
know. I still don't know. Like, that was so dumb.
We don't know. There was no
And
rhyme or
then
reason
she
to
got
why she
poisoned
did it.
and
Right?
she got caught at the same time. Like,
Wait, my
No.
other. Oh no, she poisoned herself with her own poison.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she would.
Everyone else got poisoned by the demon poison.
Yeah, she beat them to it. She was like, you know what? Before I get poisoned, I'm just gonna poison myself.
What was
genius?
I don't get it.
Master. I don't know why she did it either. I don't know. I can't remember.
We don't know.
It didn't work for them clearly.
So I have a question for Andre. Andre, what do you? How powerful do you think Nezuko is going to be by the end of this? By the way,
Pretty strong. I think it's going to be like a her and Tanjiro
like just
thing.
killing Muzan basically.
Like a double team versus Muzan.
You think she could take it on by himself?
Yeah, I'm thinking Tanjiro's whatever his scar shit is gonna go full power.
Oh yeah, how'd you guys like that?
Gonna be super amp. Wait, we already talked about like Tanjiro died 7 times and he's just like, you know, I gotta surpass my limits. And he's like, yo, but he's like, listen, once you surpass your limits, the surpassing becomes your new limit. So if I surpass it again, then I'm stronger, you know? Then Tanjiro's
That's some Dragon Ball Z bullshit.
My favorite?
Yeah, he's just saying, he's like, yo, fighting people make me stronger.
Go back from the edge of death and you'll be stronger. Oh,
my favorite tweet that I saw was like watching Tanjiro surpass his limit for I don't know, it was like some crazy number. It was like 100 million, like 1,000 times, and just remembering to breathe correctly. it's like the only reason why I watch Demon Slayer. I'm like, oh yeah, he just has to breathe.
That's why I always say, man, if I ever lived in that universe, I would die immediately because I can't breathe good.
Fucking asthma attack just dies. Sean's out here with his seasonal allergies trying to be a Hashira, just fucking dies.
You literally be Tanjiro, bro. He's like, yo, recovery breathing. I can't.
Oh yeah, for allergies and the peanut demon probably would get to me. I don't know.
Imagine you trying to do
crazy shit. My throat would close up and I can't breathe.
Imagine you're trying to do freaking your breathing technique and you fucking sneeze or some shit. And just freaking.
Or you like swallow a fly. The fly
You're
just
like
goes in there.
freaking total concentration, breathing, 7th form. Achoo! And then just at the end immediately.
I fucked it up.
That was an amazing sneeze.
Thank you. Also, they say that demons can't get sick, but I haven't seen a single sick human in this whole anime either. So
the guy who like leads them. Who's it's like his main trait.
That still cheeses me, bro. Listen, at first I was like, yo, Tengen is so weak. Like, I can't believe it. But then, based off what he said, now I'm just like, oh, all of them are weak.
Oh, shit.
This isn't just a Tengen thing. The whole Ashura, they're all suck.
That's what I was going to say, yo.
This guy was so excited that he killed the weakest upper moon. There's 5 more.
Honestly, though, like, when I think about it...
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think
putting it like that, that's kind of crazy.
I know, right?
Sorry, go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
If Rengoku was there, though, I swear, like, I think he was just off the demon's head, like, immediately.
Oh yeah, you know what? I feel like it puts Rengoku on a different scale.
I think though the difficulty part would be the fact that there's 2 of them, right? So being able to have both of them at the same time.
I think he would have done it anyway.
For him by himself, though.
But he was at least matching Akaza for a good while, and he's number 3.
He would have said.
But he also did lose to Akaza. The only reason he almost won was because of the sun.
Yeah, he would have said, "Oh my!" and then just killed them both at the same time.
He was also technically exhausted from defending the 6 train carts for like all night before fighting him.
That is true.
Did he? He freaking did one thing.
Hey,
no,
but he still had to stay awake, all right? Total concentration, no sleep.
Why did he have to work
right?
so hard? Zenitsu freaking
because he
ran forward one time, and he's like, I'll go handle those ones. You handle all these news. He's like, got you.
He was
ran forward real quick once, and he's like, all right, done.
I'm good.
Like, that's enough.
Yeah, he was protecting like 5 carts, and then he gave Zenitsu and Inosuke and Nezuko like 2 to look after.
Also, why? Why didn't he just say, yo, Tanjiro, do this while I go kill a demon in 7 seconds? So we could have just friggin' solved this movie, because the whole first half was friggin' nonsense and stupid anyways. So we could have just done it.
Yeah. Probably would have worked.
Leave him alone, bro. It tasted good.
Oh man.
No, it's true. I think you're right. I think the Hashira are I think someone said it. I'm not gonna take the credit for it, but someone said the Hashira might be the worst superior people in all of anime.
Oh, yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like in Dragon Ball Z, you have
I don't know, bro. The Anbu are pretty garbage, bro. Anbu and Naruto.
Yeah, they get off by everyone. They're always dead. I don't know if they've ever won.
Yo, what is a Jonin even, bro? Actually, Jonin the strongest before Hokage. They all suck. What am I saying?
And then the Anbu is like the higher rank of Jonin.
They're supposed to be the special friggin' ninja. I was like, yo, these guys are nasty. The strongest one is Yamato, who's a bootleg wood dude.
Yeah, exactly, right? He's like a knockoff weak ass first Hokage.
Hey, man.
Terrible.
Give them some respect, all right?
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I really wish they put that last part in.
Well, okay, can you say it? Yeah, can you say it?
What it is. Like, it's not a spoiler.
No, you can't say it.
It is technically.
Well, it's just like, you know.
The fact that you guys are so excited about it means I don't want to know it.
Okay, fine. I want to say.
And he means you guys by like not me because I don't know either.
I just mean like not you.
In general,
like
in general.
Like the manga readers in the ether, like all the manga readers.
And yeah, what drives me crazy about Demon Slayer a little, and it actually has a similarity to Bleach in this way, is that there's too much of a power gap between the Hashira and everyone else. Like I understand it's showing like Tanjiro and them kind of catching up a little, but whenever you see any other Demon Slayer, it's like, oh, fodder. Like you don't even see them use any moves or nothing, right? It's like immediately like, oh, like meat shield. Like this guy's just meat shield.
Yeah, bro. Now that I think about it, friggin' Inosuke and Zenitsu's like, I'm gonna use all my last bits of power to chop this girl's head off, and then friggin' Tengen at the beginning is like, yo, you're dead already. Can I have this conversation?
Yeah, right?
That's so true.
Right?
And then, I mean, it's similar to Bleach, right? Where the captains are just like super overpowered, and then you have a
until friggin' Ichigo trains for 7 days. It's a different story.
He's an exception. I mean, the other Soul Reapers are just useless. Like,
what about Uda? Uryu broke his glove, and then he was strong, and he killed the captain too, bro.
That was
Chad and Orihime are trash. Them two garbage. But Ichigo and Uryu are.
I mean, anyone third seat and below is trash, and that's like 90%.
Actually, it goes captains. Mm-hmm. All the lieutenants garbage.
Yeah, pretty much.
In the club.
Yeah, even Renzi's
except for
garbage.
Bald dude. Except for Bald dude.
Except for
Bald
dude. Yeah. Hey.
Bald dude's pretty good. Yeah, Bald dude's pretty good. Only him. And I like what's the other guy? My favorite guy, Shuhei. Is that his name? The one with the two like scythe things.
Oh yeah.
He's my favorite.
Gaitaro.
He's my favorite. I mean, he's pretty garbage, but like his friggin' attitude's great. His weapons are cool.
Yeah.
So he's my favorite.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're way off topic, and we spent almost 15 minutes on fucking Demon Slayer, bro.
Well, Platinum's not too much, and Attack on Titan, honestly.
Oh, Platinum. Let's go Platinum. Let's go.
No, wait. I want to say something. Do you guys feel like Gaiataru would have been a fucking crazy Hashira?
No.
Okay, next.
No, I'm joking. Obviously, he probably would have if he did it, but then he would have had to get sights forged, which I guess
would be like
would have.
Ugly breathing. Fifth form.
That's fucked up, man.
Okay, do you think they did it on purpose, where they made the only dual wielding that
poverty
we know
breathing
of Hashira? No, that's white privilege.
It's actually,
sorry.
Anyways, do you think they did it on purpose when they made the only dual wielding Hashira, to our knowledge, fight a dual wielding demon?
Well, Nasuke's, he's not in Hashira though.
I think there was. It makes it a good dynamic because you get like the two, like there's scenes that we watched this. I
just want to know: do you think it's on purpose, or do you think it's just by like?
You think the Hashira that faces them is going to be like very similar to the enemy? Is that what you're saying? Like that's what they want.
I mean, Akaza and Rangoku aren't really similar, unless they are.
Imagine Akaza's dad beat the shit out of him when you're young. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You and me got it.
But he didn't have a little brother, so he didn't have the foil.
How do you know?
Or maybe he did have the little brother, and his dad beat his little brother to death, and then it changed.
Let's go.
Damn, son.
There it is.
Didn't have a scarred kid to headbutt his dad to help.
That's right. Damn right.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Platinum.
We're gonna move on to Platinum.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this brief ass synopsis, and then I'm gonna leave while you guys discuss.
God damn, man, your bladder does not last you at all.
Yo, it's 50 minutes. That's pretty good, bro.
Yeah, come
Anyways.
on, bro. Anyway, go ahead.
That's a lot of water usage, man.
Hey, bro, I be drinking.
Your water bill must be like.
I'm not used to talking a lot. So like.
Oh, damn, Alan. This man's dying out here.
Dude.
Yo, you're the fucking leader of the Hashira right there, bro. Yo, that impression is amazing, bro. That impression,
right
thank you.
That impression is great. Bro.
I was doing my control breathing for that whole time, and now I had to come back to like, yo, wait, did you say the reason why I choked? By the way, did you say water bowl?
What? You said water breathing.
Oh no, I thought.
Oh,
I thought he said your water bowl is big, and I just thought, I'm like, that's so like
water bill. Sorry, water bill.
Bill.
I thought he said bowl, and I'm like, yo, that's so fucked up. Like, that's so crazy. But that's why I started coughing. Okay, sorry, I misheard. Yeah, that's what I'm like. Wait, what the hell? Racist ass bitch.
I don't get it still.
Anyways, okay. Let's get into this. So basically, what happens is we start off with them. They split the friggin' helicopters come. They split up. They all tell their reasons for wanting to become God. Yeah. Then they come back to the same spot. And then friggin' Spikehead Dr. Dude is like, hey, I'm the friggin' beholder. Let me give you a long lecture on why God isn't real, but is real because we created God because he's like Santa Claus.
Low-key spinning fast.
Like, oh my goodness. And everyone's like, but even if there's no God, isn't there a God? Because we need God because God's important. God is God. And then they're just like, oh, maybe that's right. And then friggin' Mirai's like, yo, I'm going to become God. And everyone's like, yo, you didn't want to become God this whole time. What's your deal? And he's like, hey, forget all that. I'm gonna be God. And, right? And then the friggin' kid is like, oh my God, these people have been trying to snipe us this whole time. Let me go look. And then he's like, ooh, he's got a sniper. Let me stand in front of the sniper, point my red arrow, which is the thing they're actually scared of because they don't understand. So he's not going to hurt me because I'm not going to look at him now. Let me look over there. What you doing? And I was like, move. And then the guy's like, hey, we've already murked some kids in this show. Right. Let's just add another one. And then friggin' shoots him in the chest. Episode ends.
God. That was so dumb.
I
Disgusting.
was actually very upset about that, to be honest.
Oh my God. Okay.
Though, low key, let's talk about it, Sean. No, you go first.
Okay. I just want to. Can we just appreciate that Mirai had to weigh his desire to be happy against his desire to want everyone to do what he says. Like he had to be like, like I want to be happy, but I also want everyone to live the way I want them to live. Maybe I should just become God. Like, just like you're so selfish and like you're so controlling that you just want to be in this position so that nobody else does something you don't want them to do. Like
that, really? Yeah, exactly. But the thing is though, like, wouldn't you think becoming God gives you that power to be happy? I understand. Like he wants to be happy.
Yeah.
In this world or in his world because it's like if he becomes God, everyone forgets him and all that stuff, right? But like that's what they were saying. Like you can't really because he wants to be with Saki at the end of the day. He wants to be happy with Saki.
I don't know if that's what he wants. But yeah.
You know what I mean. Like he'll lose all that he's gained here. Yeah. But like, and like you just said, like how are you weighing your happiness to like? I don't want people to do things that I want
it's like
them
super
to do.
Like petty, right? Kind of.
Oh, it's like
a jab. Like
he started off as like some
too much.
Yeah. He started off being like really depressed and all that because his life did suck, but now he's just being very, I don't know, like what's the word?
Almost like
spoiled.
Invasive, like
he's like spoiled and like he's just not getting it. Like he doesn't understand it like properly, I guess.
No. Like why are you letting what any other people are doing like impact your happiness so much that you want to just like abandon that just so that they don't do that so that then you're gonna become God now? It's just like weird. Like he's jumping around a little, A
little bit, yeah. What are you gonna do though?
Yeah, and the kid dying was just like, oh my God, like I don't know if he's dead, but he got shot through the stomach. I can't believe that happened. Like, really?
Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen. I was really like not upset, but I was just like, as soon as he's like, oh, like what if I just give everyone white arrows and everyone's freaking out? I'm like,
that was pretty cool. I like that.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that idea. Give everyone the opportunity to be equal.
I mean, he's a creepy ass kid, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I just like that he threw something weird into the mix.
Like, you just like how he spiced it up a little bit, huh?
Yeah, and do you find that it was like, okay, assuming that this kid's like done now and over with, like his angel was the angel of games, and like they teased us this whole time with like, oh, maybe this kid has like this whole like mastermind plot, but like hidden behind everything, where like he creates this game and that everyone kind of competes in, and then he ends up just getting shot and dying. And
he ends up going, "Hey guys, there's a rifle here, guys. You think I should kill him, guys?" Like what?
Yeah.
No.
And, like I thought he was doing that because he was so cocky that he thought that, oh, the second this guy like tries to do anything, I'm just gonna move at the speed of like light. And
which
like,
he could have if he was looking, but he freaking.
Why would he not look?
Not do that. He's like, let me not do that.
Yeah, that was.
Also, I have a question for you guys. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys discussed this, but when the professor guy showed up, he said, "Hey, I realized like you can do 7 like laps around the Earth at the speed of
Yeah.
in 1 second. Do you think that time slows down for them, or they move that quick? So, do you think he has to literally experience himself going around the world 7.5 times in that 1 second, or do you think he still perceives a second as a second?
So
and he just went that fast.
Yeah, it's that time dilation bullshit, right? The thing is though, he worded it as, guys, did you ever, like you said, did you guys ever try like know that okay, whatever. He said that he's done it an infinite amount of times.
Yeah,
and on his stopwatch it said 1 second. So that means time doesn't move.
Stops.
It stops.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Time travel.
Freaking Mr. Schroeder telling us
that, yeah, literally.
There's
special
like
relativity or
speed.
some shit.
I don't know if it's the speed of light. It might be the speed of light, but there's a speed where like time like stops.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a speed of light, or like greater than the speed of light, because you're supposed to be able to technically go back in time, like.
Yeah, because you're catching
if you're
up to
moving
light,
faster than
right?
the speed of light, you're seeing the past technically, because light, you see light, so whatever you're seeing hasn't happened.
Yeah, I see.
Has already. Or hasn't happened yet, or already happened yet? I don't know. Whatever.
No. To you,
I'm not in physics class.
it hasn't happened yet, but it is happening. Like, for example, if we like, well, how old is the universe? Like 13 billion or whatever, something like.
If
crazy?
I'm moving faster than the speed of light right now, then that means light hasn't. I just realized we're looking into the past technically.
All the time. Yeah.
Always, right?
Yeah.
So that means if I reach the speed of light and the light hasn't gotten here, then whatever I'm seeing is the past then, because it's the old light.
Yeah, theoretically, if you're able to go faster than the speed of light and you get to the edge of the universe, you can watch the big, if you believe in it, you can watch the Big Bang.
Just the Big Bang.
You can watch dinosaurs. You can watch all these things. Like you can.
Yeah.
Because
you just have to go far enough away.
Yeah, it's like you know how that funny joke where it's like, oh, have you ever looked at the stars? That's your hope, and then you're like, well, the star doesn't exist anymore because it died 20 million years ago.
Yeah.
Like it's literally that. Like you were seeing the star 20 million years ago. The light just got to you now.
Anyways, bro.
Anyways.
This got way more philosophical than I wanted it to.
If the tree falls in the forest,
it would be
hear it?
so annoying. I just wanted to say it would be so annoying if I had to literally like experience going around the friggin' Earth. I'd rather. That's why I'm saying like people with super speed. Like I've always thought about this with like in powers. Like I'd rather go fast than time slow down. You know how like in the Justice League movie, like it shows Flash as time slowing down technically around him? That would suck, because that means me running to the other side of the Earth, it may be 1 second to everyone else. To me, it's fucking 78 days, and I'm running for 78 days, and I experience it that way.
That kind of reminds
thought
me
about it like that.
The way you're explaining it is, if you remember from Bleach, when the crazy scientist dude fought the other crazy scientist dude, and he made it so that he drugged him with like a superhuman drug so that he perceives like time slower, but his body like can't keep up with it. So so to him, he's seeing things move really slowly, but he can't react in time because his body's also moving that slowly, and he just every second is like a million years for him, and like it shows him in like a metaphorical sense where he's waiting for like the sword to pierce his heart, and it shows him like all aged and stuff, like really old, because that's how old he feels.
That's a great scene, by the way. What a great scene.
Yeah, and it just reminds me a lot of that, because like it would be, that would suck. Like it was torture.
Let's say I'd rather go fast than everyone else go slow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyways, you guys can continue on your discussion on this.
I
don't really care much. I just like the murking children on a consistent basis. You know?
I did like how Alan and I kind of got it right, where like they're being conned. You know, we kind of said that last time. Like we didn't Like
I didn't. You said it.
Did you
said
not?
it. I didn't think about it like that.
Do you believe him though? Technically, it's a theory. It's not.
Yeah, I believe
it's a good theory. The chicken or the egg, man.
Mm-hmm. I also didn't like agree. Like it was weird that the god seemed so limited with what he could do. When they were explaining like, oh, he has infinite arrows, and we were all talking about like, how is that a god then? Like, he can do this stuff, but he can't like create anything or like do all this stuff that God should be able to do.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they made him Santa Claus. Like I literally, as I was watching, as the scientists described him, I was like, yo, I'm gonna go on this pod. I'm gonna be like, yo, so he described Santa Claus, and then fucking what's her face? Was it Saki? Saki just said Santa Claus. I was like, you took my whole point. Now it's not gonna look like I came up with it because you said it.
I do.
Took the credit.
I think it's kind of a cop out. I'm not huge on the idea of like, oh, this being was created by like our energy from our hope and prayer.
Yeah, it's like Elf. Remember Elf with Will Ferrell? Like, you have to believe in Santa Claus for him to start flying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's Santa Claus.
It's a good plan from the perspective of this fake god, but like I think from like a creative standpoint, it's kind of just like boring. Like, oh, this guy is just like our imagination, like a being created from our energy or whatever.
Like our prayers to him feeds him, and like like our thought, like him and our thoughts, like keeps him alive. Like weird.
But like how does someone else becoming God help him though? I mean, I know that like it was a good idea to give people these powers so that people could experience it and believe in God more, give him more energy. But what's the purpose of making a new god? That's human.
I think the point of that was like God actually doesn't want a new god. He wants people getting talking about it, right? Like that's what I thought too.
But like then why are they still choosing then? Which like I thought they would be like, oh, maybe this is just a con. Nobody's becoming god.
Because I think based on what his theory was, he's kind of saying that unless a god is chosen, like people are gonna kind of like. They have infinite amount of ways they can try and explain away what's going on right now. Like everyone's saying God candidate, but if we make it in a sense where, hey, there's God, we see who was chosen as God, we know what they wanted to do, and now that's what the world is. Everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, I guess God's real. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Whereas if they just did it and then ended it now, they could just be like, oh, superheroes are real. Oh, there's aliens. Oh, there's this, there's that. It doesn't have to be God. You know?
But how will they know that? They have to
be like, God can do this, and they're saying that I will become God, and this is what they will do. Hey, look, we saw them become God, and then now the world is this way. And then
would they not forget that though? I thought, do they not forget the existence of whoever becomes God, or
not unless God doesn't want them to?
Yeah, if God doesn't want them to, then
God can choose them to, can decide, hey, keep the memory if they want to. But like I'm wondering if this is me, I'm putting my shoes back in the me not knowing what's gonna happen kind of thing. Like I was wondering maybe if Scientist Man is real, then what happens if God in itself isn't a single entity? How do we know this hasn't been going on like once? And like so God is just like the collection of all of these. So once that mind, whoever becomes God hit their mind will just like become part of this whole conglomerate, and now they don't have really control. It's like a hive mind. They're just one of many. So like they don't really in the end of the day have any conscious thought in like moving forward. So like, maybe God is just like he knows this is gonna happen. So, like, it doesn't matter who becomes God, really. It's just for the whole spectacle.
And something I'm curious about, too, is, like, God is doing this so that he retains his existence. But what reason does he have for existing? Like, why would he want that? Like, he clings to life for what reason?
To life.
For what reason?
I think he's just clinging to life. You don't want to die. A lot of people have shitty lives and don't want to die. Like, you're just alive, so you want to be alive.
I know, but this is supposed to be, like, a God-level entity. Like, usually...
No, they never really said that.
But if we're talking, if we're doing the science man's theory, then it's not. It's just like
it's just another dude,
And like I sustained myself through these prayers. I don't want to disappear. The only way I can keep sustaining myself is if I keep getting prayers. So like I gotta keep getting prayers. That's basically it. It's just like you can choose not to eat, but you want to keep living, so you eat. You know what I mean? It's like similar to that. Like if it was harder for you to get food, like if you can just go buy McDonald's and you needed to hunt, then you would
but God doesn't
figure out a way to go hunt.
He doesn't really do anything though. I mean, did he create the angels? I was wondering that too. He would have had to, right? Like, where did the angels come
I
from?
think so. I want to say yes, but that's not from a like place of like I know for sure. It's kind of like a guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I remember having a discussion with my brother like a long time ago about philosophy and like if this like we would make up a situation in which like would match with our reality and ask ourselves like what would God do?
Yeah, Andre did that too with before the pod opened. Yeah, it was it got me going. I feel like we should do it more. You asked us like a theoretical question on like what we would do in certain scenarios.
Yeah.
It got me thinking.
And the point of my brother and I's like discussion of that is that our answer would normally be, oh, we wouldn't do anything as God in this scenario, which kind of like matches with how we feel about like our world. So we kind of
you guys are both aligned with Red.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like when he said that, I was like. But I think Red's just lazy and selfish, and that more so than like actually thinking about it. You know.
That means you're lazy and selfish.
He had a pretty good explanation.
But it was still just some selfishness in line with like his reasoning for how people should live. You know, it was still like his own kind of thing.
Right.
Maybe.
Whereas in our thing, it was more like logically you wouldn't do anything because, in your opinion, in that scenario, things are kind of like perfect already, so there wouldn't be any need for change. Like this is just kind of like a perfect world that has like imperfections, and there's no reason to tamper with that kind of thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But I do kind of like Mirai's like explanation when he said it's an invisible dictatorship. Like I'm just.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. But I think it's more in line with his own beliefs as opposed to just being like an objective, logical opinion on it.
Do you think that's an objective, logical opinion though?
Really?
His opinion is objective because like no matter how good you're thinking, you're making the world. Even if you make it amazing, it's still based off what you want. Like none of the humans on the earth have any say in it. At the end of the day, if you're God and you make it a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you're right.
So his like reasoning made sense. I'm not sure if that's. Well, I give him the benefit of doubt. Like I assume that's. Like,
yeah. Okay.
He said that because that's what he thought, but.
So he's basically going to be the Future Diary God guy who just does nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was about to say, as soon as he said like, "Oh, the God's false," it's a false God. I was like, "Yo, this is gonna be heavy Future Diary."
Yeah.
False God.
What if it is Future Diary, bro? What if it's him?
He made a game to trick all the ones to friggin' sustain himself. All this thing.
We just need time travel now. There we go.
That's it.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about that again. You know, as I do, I like to think about the time travel thing because the guy's like, the professor's like, have you got? By the way, his eyes were getting so cross-eyed progressively in this episode. I was getting like nervous, but it was fine, literally. But what I want to talk about is like he mentioned like, oh, did you know if you go you go around the Earth infinite amount of times, it still take you just the 1 second, and I'm just like, okay, how is that significant to a person like you where?
Yeah.
Like, why would you mention that? So I feel like
exactly
there has to be something about like maybe there is some sort of like not time travel, but like something to do with time where I don't know. I can't really make up like a thing, a rocket ship yet, but I'm getting the pieces together.
Yeah, there's definitely something relevant about that.
Yeah, there has to be.
Yeah.
But I also could just be a jab at the fact that he's being like, oh, have you not like found this out yet? Like, are you not experimenting with this power?
Are you guys so dumb? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I could be just that.
Andre?
Which they're not. I wanted to ask you guys. He said, "Hey, I got a crazy plan where no one becomes God."
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Let me think. What do you think, Alan? You go first. Rocket ship.
So okay.
Rocket ship to space.
Explain to me that again. So I remember him saying that like no one become God.
The girl said basically someone has to become God unless you come up with a plan. Like, do you have a plan where no one becomes God? He's like, yeah, I do. I'm a genius. Don't even ask me questions.
I hope it's not like we all just die or something like.
I just, you know what? I think I think he has I think he has the thought of like what you just said, Sean. Like, I think you said it. Sorry, but maybe this is a hoax. Like it actually is a hoax, right? That's what you're saying. It's a hoax, and this game of God and who's going to be the next God and all that is literally maybe just to feed that one entity. So if no one can become a God, I guess, then the entity dies and nothing changes, right? That's like the hope. That is what they have. But there's got to be something wrong with that, because and the only reason why I say that is because his angel is literally the god of destruction, or sorry, the angel of destruction, not god of destruction, the angel of destruction, and I don't think she would want there to be a god because she maybe wants power, because she's not.
That's what but he said she wanted like heaven to be destroyed.
Right. So because she's bound to it, right? So
it's a useless heaven. Yeah.
Maybe that's his plan, to make like Earth right now heaven or whatever, and to do that you need there to be the absence of a god or a god in general.
Yeah, you gave me an idea too, Alan.
Yeah, what's up?
In that if they somehow make it, because the idea is that people see this, think that God's real, he becomes more real, right? If they just somehow eliminate like the knowledge that if they somehow make people think that there's no possibility that what they're doing is God related, and that it has nothing to do with God, and it's like a hoax, or it's like they make everyone forget, or something like that,
right?
And maybe God actually will disappear, and then none of them have to become him, kind of thing.
Okay.
And they just don't use their powers anymore, or like they just don't let anyone see.
Yeah, they like they just don't. Yeah, cool.
But of course they're gonna have issues with that girl who can't live without powers or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You think he's just gonna fucking murk her, bro? She's like,
someone is.
Dead.
The doctor could. I wouldn't be surprised.
Did they say whether or not the doctor guy has a special rank or a first rank?
I think it's special, isn't it?
Yeah, it has to be special. That angel looks.
Because there was still. They said before. I think there was still one more person with a white arrow.
Yeah, and he even has like code talking to his angel, like, oh, she said that means no to like whatever I just said.
Yeah, because he said that she would get demoted if she answered directly, so she only answered yes or no.
Yeah,
so he has to ask very specific questions to get what he wants.
That one meant I don't know. I think or mumble.
Yeah, means I don't know, and then she can say yes, no, or
Very angry growl. Jeez. She's like, ask the angel.
No, I'm still amped about freaking Mario Strikers. I just want.
I know.
Oh yeah, let's go! I can't wait. Oh, shit.
We should get a contest going, like a
whatever. I don't know what your contest.
We could play that while we're talking. While we're talking the pod.
That game also makes me angry as shit.
Oh my god, I've broken many TVs. Don't worry.
Many TVs, though. That's white privilege, bro.
I bought it myself. Come on,
that doesn't
man.
make it better.
That makes it more white privilege.
What does that mean? What are you trying to say? You're saying people of non-white descent can't afford TVs, Sean? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that you can.
Oh, what? It's crazy. I ain't getting canceled. I'm reversing all this.
We are so far. We've done way too much. We gotta get to the attack on
filler. Yeah. Attack on filler, bro.
Talking about. Basically, everyone was like, "Oh my god, what are we gonna do?" And then they're like, "Where's Foco?" And then they're like, "Here's Foco. I'm gonna take him to my mom." And then everyone's like, "No, you can't." Armin's like, "You can't do that."
Yo, Connie's a real one, by the way.
And he's like, "Listen, we killed every other Titan in the world except for my mom, so I gotta go." Because I just remembered that they said they killed all of them. Why is his mom just chilling on top of the house still? Anyways, so then he's like, "I'm gonna bring him to my mom." Everyone's like, "Oh my god!" But while they're having that conversation, a bunch of stuff happens. Eren's going, everyone's freaking out. They're like, what are we gonna do? And then the Titans are like, I'm gonna eat you. And then everyone's like, oh no, what are we gonna do? They're eating us. And it's like, can't Eren control them? They're like, we ain't got time to figure this out. Let's go kill them. And then while they kill them, Connie's like, all right, y'all do that. I'm gonna take this boy to my mom because I gotta go feed him to my mom. So he disappears. They all congregate at the friggin' tower. They have a nice heart-to-heart with Pixis's Titan, which... I have a question. Like, did they always look exactly like they did as a human?
The main characters did, yeah.
Happening in season 4.
Not exactly.
I think it was like a main character thing. Because I remember last season where Levi killed the one that looked like his one friend, and then now Pixis looks like Pixis. But I feel like none of the other side characters look like.
What about Dina Fritz?
I don't remember who Dina Fritz is.
That's Eren Jaeger's stepmom, yeah.
Is that Zeke's mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. The one who ate Eren's mom.
She turned into Karen, bro.
Couldn't you go?
Oh, that's a good one.
That was good.
Anyways, yeah, so that's all happening. The friggin' best song of all time plays while they work on Titans. Then no, not that one. I want to get back. That one.
Yeah, that was good. That was good stuff.
Yeah, that one. Anyways, so that one. Then they kill all the Titans. Yelena's consistently useless. I mean, like, I thought she was like a badass crazy lady. She's just like, I don't know what to do anymore, man. I'm just here. And then, so then they kill all the Titans. They have a conversation. The old I almost forgot about Phase That. Gabby strikes again, but she's not as good at killing Titans as she is at killing humans.
No, she's still she jumped 360 no scope that girl.
Yeah, but she needed 2 shots, not 1 shot. All the other humans only required 1 shot.
That's true.
So she's not as good as she was.
Eminem would be disappointed.
What? I don't know.
If you had 1 shot. You know.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that, so I wanted to make sure. Anyways, so she kills them, saves the girl. First of all, this girl is like, hey, I'm gonna run full speed. Let me not look where I'm going.
Yeah, right.
and then gets clean. And then another plot hole. These guys are like, out of nowhere, they're just like, are you the freaking girl who's been hiding? And she's just like, nah. And they're just like, oh okay. Okay. And then they just help them escape. And then, anyways, so then the dad brings down Mikasa and Armin. And she's like, I'm not looking for any trouble. Can we save Falco? Save Falco. And then Armin just like, listen, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care about any what you're saying. But like, is Annie out? Tell me
my God.
if Annie is out.
So thirsty.
And then Annie's there, friggin' sounding like Tanjiro, bro. Just sounding like Tanjiro.
What did Armin do to her, bro? Why is she like this?
Why is she wet?
Yeah, Armin
doesn't make you wet.
Yeah,
Armin. That's all Armin. That's all Armin.
Maybe she was like sweating before she hardened, and then like it all just built up,
what?
Like over the last 4 years, and then there's no like it kind of makes it look like she was like in like a friggin' like the capsules from friggin'. You know, like a Dragon Ball Z when he had to heal himself in the ship, those things.
That's all Armin. Armin's secret essence at night, telling her what was going on.
Hey, PG-13.
I didn't say he was crying. Those are tears.
They were just trying to waterboard her inside, but it wasn't working.
No, it's actually so true. By the way, my mic was disconnected for a while. Think about this. So Eren's taken over the world. People have died. All this stuff.
You don't sound any different.
No, I'm saying before. Anyway, all that's happening, and Armin, all Armin cares about is, is Annie alive?
So stupid.
Yo, is she here?
And then Mikasa just hasn't had like an original thought in so long. She's just like, so what are we doing? What's gonna happen next episode? Is they're gonna be like, yo, we gotta go to Connie's mom, and then Mikasa's just gonna be like,
okay,
this is what we're doing now.
If she's not going for Eren, then she doesn't know. What
he's like the whole centipede skeleton thing over there. I ain't got time for this. So
that's crazy, bro.
I'm gonna do this, I guess.
I hate to be picky, but like it still drives me crazy what they do with her hair. I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Her short hair.
I hate it.
It's like that in the manga, right?
Yeah, I hated it then.
Is it still like on track with the manga so far?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be original ending then. I don't think.
No, there's still lots of time, man. Don't worry.
I'll
tell you when. I'll tell you when.
Anime news that we forgot. Freaking, they're delaying the last episode of the season a whole week.
Yes, I saw that too.
For what?
A week.
Attack on Titan.
Why?
The last episode, there's a special program. So
really?
Basically what's going to happen is that's when the nuclear war happens. And we're not going to know. We're not going to find out that day. That's when the real rumbling happens. They're like, we interrupt this special broadcast for the rumbling.
We interrupt the virtual rumbling. We're actually going to start World War III. Yes.
Maybe that's when it diverges from the manga.
And then they play the song like the rumbling, and then just everyone's dead. And that's when wait.
Online they start the episode, and then literally it goes like static, and the fucking actual real life Eren just comes down.
Oh my god!
You know what happened to Audrey? When we talked about last episode, Audrey's gonna turn on his phone and be like, "Guys, welcome to Weeb Gamer Podcast," when we talk about Weeb Game, and just
I was gonna be on the toilet.
And literally. The freaking world is ending, bro, and we're on freaking like a three-way FaceTime. It's like, we have to do this.
Get the clips.
This is my legacy.
Literally.
Oh my god.
So,
Anyways, yeah.
I don't know. This episode was all right. That's pretty honestly, that's pretty much it.
Honestly,
but the episode,
like, I have
episode was all right. Episode was all right. I do wonder what's. I don't know how it ends. Like, I don't get it. I get Eren's gonna be like a menace and he's just gonna start killing people. I hope we get to see people die because like I hope it's just not like them walking. I really do hope we get to see some people like scream and kids get crushed and stuff because that was the whole point, right? He needs to be. Nah, well, you said it. Oh, you said it first, Andre, right? You said it about Platinum first. You haven't
seen enough kids getting crushed yet, Alan?
Not me, no, man. No, not at all.
I listen. I wish so hard that glasses, like Mikasa. I mean, that Shadis didn't show up for like 5 seconds. 5 seconds. I hope he was delayed 5 seconds so that glasses guy could just got eaten and then he saved the rest of them. But that guy was annoying as hell. I don't know who he is. He has no name at all. First time I've seen him, but it's just him hearing him scream was just annoying as hell.
You guys kind of figured that this is Armin's first OEM gear or ODM gear season episode. Like we've never seen him actually use it.
He has that ODM gear.
We've never seen him kill Titans with it.
Maybe not kill Titans, but he's had ODM gear.
Yeah, of course. That's how he moved around, but he's never used it to like kill Titans at all. He only used it to get around.
Right. Yeah.
So that's really cool. So it took 12 years, 13 years for this guy to kill a Titan.
How many has Eren killed? Like one?
So he's murdered humans before he murdered fucking Titans.
Literally. He massacred
Armin
the whole harbor.
Committed mass genocide.
Right.
At the harbor.
Isn't it weird to think too?
Single Titan.
Eren's killed one Titan with ODM gear. One.
Yeah, but why would I kill Titans when I have? Why would I kill Titans with ODM gear?
He trained.
Face off with hardening.
Yeah, that's true. But he trained for so long with ODM gear, and then he's just like.
Remember he was amped in season 2 and never did it again.
Andre, do you think Annie becomes like a pretty good character, like candidate to like fight, or what do you think about Annie coming out?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Right?
What is gonna happen? Like this is like the one. Like a lot of times I can make a guess and like kind of think of what, but like I honestly don't know. I don't know what Annie's like role in all this is, because technically based on all their I'm expecting something big. Because if it like,
Me too.
Last week when they said I'm gonna destroy the world, I was kind of like, oh, but as soon as I had like a second to think about it, I was just like, if we're really going like the world like domination route, it's kind of like hack and like annoying. So like I don't like it's not hack, I guess, because it's like the build up is great, but like if we're just gonna like I'm gonna destroy the world, like they have to stop him in some way, I think, because if he literally just destroys the world, I'm just gonna be like,
you know what the problem with stopping him at this point is that the only person that can stop him is himself. Because ain't no one fighting that thing.
So we're getting some talk no jutsu.
You literally, but talking what respect, right?
You don't think the other 8 Titans are gonna band together to friggin' fist fight Eren?
They can talk together.
What other 8 Titans are there? What Titans am I missing?
Armin, Falco, Annie, Reiner, Zeke.
Bro, Zeke's in the afterlife.
Yeah, Zeke's a part of Ereh now, I guess. Was he absorbed or something?
He didn't die. He's just not there.
He's just like, yeah, he's not
I haven't seen him. We haven't seen him since. Oh, I guess Levi. Where's Levi? Where's Levi?
Levi's probably going to be a Titan.
He's going to be the Blade Titan.
Which one's left? Which one?
There is no Titan left.
When you say left, do you mean like what?
Like how many? Because I named 5.
That's it. Eren has them all, man.
Titan is Zeke. Beast is Zeke.
Founder.
Armored is Reiner. Jaw is Falco.
Warhammer is Eren.
Warhammer and Attack is Eren.
And Founder is Eren.
That's not Founder's not one of the 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Eren has 3, and then
there it is.
Yeah,
it's 3. A wrap, right? Eren solo.
Jaw, colossal, female.
So Annie's the female.
Yeah. And you say colossal?
Levi can't. Yeah, Colossal's Armin. I didn't say it, but Colossal's Armin.
Yeah.
So that's all of them. So then Levi can't survive then unless they feed fucking Falco to Levi.
No, I don't think.
But I don't think listen, there's no. How else would Levi? So
Levi's not dead.
Now that I've broken this down, one of 2 things are gonna happen. Eren's gonna actually no, it's not possible. I was gonna say Eren's gonna lose the Titan, which isn't possible. So the only things that can happen is he just survives with half a face and does nothing for the rest of the show.
That's like the only way to get rid of an OP character, is what they did with Levi, pretty much.
There's another way in another anime that we will see eventually that Sean knows. Anyways,
Jujutsu. God damn it, man.
Why did you think I'm talking about Jujutsu?
Because what else is? What you guys watching? You guys
Tokyo Revengers too.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, but it's mid.
Tower of God as well.
I read Tower of God.
Tower of God.
Did you actually?
No.
I didn't read it past. I didn't read it past where the anime was. I was reading it.
Me too. That's where I stopped.
The freaking drawings were so trash.
They're so bad. They get so much better though.
Yeah, people have said that, but I didn't get that far. Anyways, we're getting too far. Anywho, what I'm saying is, like, other than Levi eating Eren at the end, or...
Yo, imagine. Holy shit.
Yo, if Levi became a Titan, he would finally achieve his dream of becoming taller.
Nah, yo, he'd be like a midget founding Titan, dude.
Imagine he turns into a Titan, he's still shorter than him. Now he's just regular height. He goes from 5'4" to 5'6".
Crazy.
That's insane.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, that'd be ridiculous. Also, I have a question. Can any Titan use hardening? Because I didn't think about this before, but Porco had a hardened face, but at least it looked like a hardened face. And Ymir looked like she wasn't able to use it. Maybe she wasn't like good enough, or she didn't train enough with Titan.
So apparently,
able to use hardening.
So apparently, they kind of explained in one episode where Marley was doing some like weird gene splicing thing where they were, I think that's what they were saying. They were like getting, I don't know, like different Titans were not evolving, but like they had little bits of here and there, like you're kind of saying, like the pure ones, like Eren before he got the Warhammer and all that. I guess they can't do it, but like the new ones can. Because I remember them saying something.
Eren can do it now. He learned how to do it. Because remember before he couldn't, until he's like, oh, I can do it. Reiner did and fix the hole, and then he like used hardening to fix the hole.
Oh, do you think it just comes from training?
No, as far as I know, it just comes from because Eren got it by drinking that serum thing that was in the bottle. Remember?
Oh.
Like that's how Eren got his hardening. I assume that's how they all get their hardening.
Oh, so it's like a separate thing.
Yeah, because the Beast Titan also has hardening. The female Titan has hardening.
Oh yeah,
I know female does. Porco did obviously on his face and his claws. Reiner does, but why didn't Colossal?
Colossal doesn't. Colossal? Because probably didn't eat the thing, and also the
should have ate it.
The Colossal already takes so much like energy to use. It probably would be a waste to give it hardening. Because that takes more energy, right? And to cover such a large area with hardening would, like, be really tiring.
Yeah, I guess so.
But as far as I know, it's just a separate thing they drink that gives it to them. Because that's Ereh.
That's what I thought, yeah. They were doing some, some...
So, other question. In the last episode, did it be established that it's the spinal fluid that transfers the DNA of the Titan? Because I think in the episode while they were eating Ymir, I don't know. I think I remember someone saying that he said make sure you eat the spine and blah blah blah, blah, blah. I think I remember seeing that. Or maybe I made
that may be true because remember when Historia's dad licked it off the ground? It wasn't maybe it wasn't enough or it wasn't compatible or something. He got messed up, right?
So why? Okay. That's another question. Why, if they only need to lick it, do they need a full syringe? Why not if you have that much, put this much in the syringe if that's all you need.
Well, remember
then you have then you can use it way more times.
Remember when he licked it
so much?
But it wasn't enough, right? And that's why his Titan was so messed up. That's why he was half faced and all that.
Is that why?
I think so. It wasn't enough.
I'm not really sure.
I literally thought he just rubbed his face off and just didn't friggin' have time to heal because he's just walking with his face.
No, I feel like it was messed up because he didn't get enough.
He didn't drink it all.
Yeah. It was Andy wasn't compatible too, right? I feel like compatibility is a big thing.
Figured out the dosage, bro.
I don't know. That's straightforward. Because he also said he was saying to Krista, right? He was like, "Oh, like this is like the strongest one I could find. Like you'd have no trouble like beating Eren with it and stuff.
So Titan strength depends on the blood also.
Well, I think it's like I think he picked one that was like amplified like crazy, which is why his was so big because he wanted to make it strong enough to beat Eren because he knew Eren had the founder and the founder is supposed to be like the strongest. But then when he took it, the Ackerman guy with the cowboy hat, he was like, "Oh man,
Kenny." How do you not remember?
Yeah, Kenny. Like even he was like, "Oh man, like this guy doesn't even know what he's doing." Like he gave it to himself, not even knowing what it would do to him. Kind of thing. So I don't think he was very well versed on like how much you should give or like what was the best way to make it. Or I think he just went to the scientist and was like, "Hey, make it as strong as possible."
Okay, and I have another question. Do you think that Annie hardened herself because of just like she knew about Marley and all that? Or do you think there's something else that she knows that is even further than everyone else?
I don't know that.
I think it's just because she didn't want to get like have to talk. She didn't want to be captured and she didn't want to die.
Oh, that's right. So the last thing
they were going to interrogate her, so I assumed she hardened. Originally, I assumed she hardened because she knew about Marley and like the world outside and blah 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 blah, whereas no one else knew at the time. And
that's
then,
true.
Yeah.
So like I'm wondering if that's where it ends or if there's something else she knew. And then now I'm thinking about the friggin' church that knew about the wall titans, but is that where their knowledge ended? Did they see one titan in the wall and that's it? Or like is there more to their knowledge that they had that they didn't want to tell? Because remember, I don't remember what season it was, but they had the priest dude in the wagon, and they're asking him to say something. He like freaked out. He's like, "No, I can't say anything," you know.
Yeah. The church.
I'm wondering how much like these like little fringe things knew.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I mean, because I think the church was that guy at least was possibly part of the because there were families that weren't affected by the memory changing of the founder. So when the founder would erase memories, it only affected like most of the families, but some were like,
really,
some weren't affected, and then that's why the founder king kind of like bought them out and gave them power because he's like, hey, like if I give you the shit, like you won't tell anybody, and then part of why the Ackermans were banished was because they just didn't want to agree with that, even because they weren't affected by it either. I don't think, and then but so they were like stripped of like their status. And everything. That's why like Mikasa's family lived in like the woods, and Kenny's family went to shit.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, Kenny's an Ackerman. Yeah, Kenny's Levi's uncle.
Kenny is an Ackerman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to friggin' all these
yeah, I know. It was so much information.
Yeah. It's a lot.
That's crazy.
But what was the question again?
The question is, what do we think about Annie? Well, so the last thing Annie remembers is like them trying to kill, like not kill her, but like use her for experiments, right? So like, do you think she still has that thought, or do you think she forgot everything?
The thought of what?
What do you mean? She hardened as soon as she, like as soon as Eren beat her, she hardened. Like they brought her down there hardened.
No, I know. So like the last thing she remembers is trying to be captured. And do you think like she still has that mentality, or did you? Like, what do you think?
Oh,
yeah,
do you think she experienced?
Yeah.
You don't think she experienced the world while hardened?
No, I think she was literally frozen.
She's like asleep.
Well, we're gonna find out.
But why did her hardening do that where no one else's hardening does that?
Does what?
Like, why did her hardening, like put her to sleep like that?
I think you can. I think that's an option you can do. It's just the others never had a reason to.
Because so like all the wall titans technically did that, I assume.
Well, the founder made them do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm so confused. What makes the wall titans different than the pure titans? And how did we get 9? How did we get 9 like sentient titans?
I think
like, I know there was 3. There was 1 to start, then there was 3.
Yeah, they branched off.
Why did it stop? Why did it stop at 9 though?
I guess it has 9 qualities that were like, I don't know. It's just the number the author chose.
Also, when Ymir has kids, right? Their blood is with the king, right? Their royal blood.
Yeah. That's the king is the original.
So isn't everyone a descendant of royal blood then?
Well, only
all,
if they
all the Eldians are.
Only if they come from that family, though.
Right. So like, Eren is royal blood.
He's an Emir. Yeah. He's a descendant of an Emir. Oh no.
Yeah.
Because those royal kids can have kids with non-royal.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It doesn't.
The further you get, like the further you branch out, like the less connected.
Yeah. So they're not like Queen Elizabeth, where they're keeping it in the family. I got you. Okay. Cool.
More politics on Weeb.
Please don't end me. I didn't. I'm a good boy.
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy.
The Queen's gonna shut us down now, Alan. Thanks.
That's okay. At least we'll get publicity off of it.
Will we? No.
Yeah. We'll go down as the worst podcasting thing that England hated and the UK is like killing me.
When people try to click on her videos, it's just her face, but it's like making the face that Yelena made.
Yeah, that's a good thumbnail.
Okay. Other question that I had.
Yes.
They made a real good point. Why? Do you think Eren was just like too busy? Like, why did the Pure Titans just attack? Do you think he couldn't, or he was just like
Zeke has control of those ones?
But he's the founder. Founder should have control of all of them because technically Zeke made.
No.
Why?
No.
I don't know.
Just no.
I don't know. They're just different, man. They're
But
just
then,
literally.
even if Zeke had control, Eren has control of Zeke.
Yeah. Honestly, like when.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they won't explain it, but I don't even know the answer. But I'm not saying they won't explain it. I might have just forgotten.
Nah. It's just because Eren can't control those ones.
Why?
It doesn't make sense though. He's the founder.
You should be able
The founder
to.
can just control the physical. He can't control.
Dude, he's literally using Zeke's power to control everything.
Nah.
He did it without ever meeting Zeke. Remember when he punched his mom?
I'm gonna find the answer.
Remember when he punched his stepmom and then he controlled all the Titans?
That's because right. So is Eren's finger in Zeke's ass right now, like controlling his Titans? Nah.
But what I'm saying, unless Zeke is dead,
which he's not.
Okay, here's the thing: if Zeke is dead, Eren ate him, so now he can control the Titans anyways. And then if he's not dead, then he can control the 9 Titans.
Nah.
Which means he can control Zeke to control the other Titans anyways.
So how come he can't? How come he can't control like Armin and all that? They're conscious.
He could, maybe he doesn't want to, because he's.
There you go. He just doesn't want to. He wants those people, the Jaegers, to die.
That's what I asked at the beginning.
But he just can't. Nah, he can't. He can't.
He's just like
he can't.
He can't.
No, he's not busy. He just can't.
He's got world to destroy, and I ain't got time for this nonsense. So I'm gonna forget them.
Nah, he's just can't. I'm gonna find a video of someone explaining it better than I can, because my brain can't comprehend these things. I'm illiterate. I'm smart, but I'm illiterate. So.
I will believe you that he can't. I just want to know why.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know he can't.
I know. I need to know why too. Actually, this is pissing me off.
All right. Well, if you lose it all, slip and fall.
Oh, I also watched it today. I heard the friggin'
the full version,
the lyrics, and when he's saying, I just wanted to save your life. I didn't mean to grab the knife.
It hurt, right?
Oh, that's Eren as a kid.
Yeah.
What?
That's
You
how
just
saved me.
come
That's
on, man.
Mikasa,
You dissected this thing as soon as it came out, you pussy bitch. And then when he says, I never wanted to be the king, you know, like in season. Remember I was talking about this in season 2, 3. Armin's like, yo, we should do a ploy for the king. Yo, they're doing the same thing.
And Eren didn't want to lose it on Beyond the Wall.
Beyond the Wall, and then kick flip, 360 flamingo.
I got those ones, but this was a new one that I didn't take in before, and now I took it.
Oh, because that's the ending song, right? It's not the popular one, right? Oh no. No, we're talking about Rumbling. The ending.
Yeah, Rumbling.
The ending song though, it translates in. It's literally like a poem to like Mikasa from Eren's like perspective.
Okay, that's great, but it's in Japanese and the opening is in English, so that's why I know the lyrics.
And that's why Andrew's a racist. All right, well.
Also, I usually hate friggin' country music, but Elena showed me some fire-ass country song that I've just been.
I'm gonna pick up the guitar and beat my wife while I drink beer.
Is that it, Andre? That's not it? How could that not be it?
Oh.
That's not,
listen to these chords.
I need to find that one too.
My wife is my sister and my son is my nephew.
Oh, there it is. Now that's 3 country songs I like now.
That's fire.
Oh my god. But yeah, so we got a lot more content out of nothing than you guys thought.
I told you.
Really?
Big chillin', man. We had to talk about a lot today. Anyway, guys, play Lost Ark. It's a new game, MMORPG, top thing on top of, on Steam there. It's free. Horizon's coming out tomorrow. We do have some socials. We have some Twitters, some Instagrams, some TikToks. We just want to say that.
How many Twitters do you have?
Oh, a lot. We have a lot. Okay, TikToks, Instagrams, TikToks, and we also have Andre's YouTube channel, which is basically our Weeb Gamer podcast channel. And we have my Twitch, which is basically Weeb Gamer Twitch, because all I do is promote it on there as well. We just want to say thank you for the support and thank you for taking the time out of your days, whether it's Friday with the audio or Saturday with the video, to listen to us or watch us. It really means a lot to us. So yeah, I just want to say thanks. I know Sean is always busy and doesn't have time to say a lot of things, but he'll be doing some stuff one day.
I did clips.
Right.
He's talking about his Twitch, bro.
What?
What?
What? Okay, but other than that, thank you for watching episode 50. We got 1 month left till we've done this for a full fucking year, and minus me because I still am missing one episode, which we're gonna keep.
I'm missing one episode too.
Sheesh! So Sean's the only consistent one.
Yeah.
Wait,
hey, I might not do a lot, but I show up. I show up every time.
He's always here. He ain't the best player, but he's here all the time.
Most consistent player.
That's it. That's all that matters anyway. Guys, thank you so much for watching.
Ability is availability. Never forget, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Also, before we end the episode, and I should have said this before, I just remembered. When King, did you guys notice when the King said slaves don't need an eye, and he takes out the eye? Eren, Eren, this whole fucking time is they keep covering one eye, and even when he first turned into a Titan, his one eye was lit green and the other eye was black. So, just to say this.
Eren would not be happy about it. Just so you know, if you call him a slave, he's gonna.
He's gonna be in my dreams, being like, "Yo, what are you doing, bro?" And then, anyway, but just to think about this, we're all in our 20s, mid 20s, even late 20s. The guy wrote this when he was 19, and this is his first manga written.
Shit.
You see him as.
Explains the drawings.
He was 19 when he wrote it, not when it came out. When he wrote it,
not when he did it.
Not when he did it. Not when it came out. Not when he published it. When he wrote it. My guy is a freaking literal genius, and I hope the best for him and his family. I really do. But he better keep writing because I need more of this shit. But anyway,
need more.
Just super good foreshadowing. This is what the Western world needs: a big-brained person to make good shows like this. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's been great, and we are going to be as famous as Isayama one day. Bye. How do we pause this?